Hey everybody, Foley here for a new Foley Fable. We're going to be taking a look at a game called The Sinking City. The Sinking City is by Frogwares, so the same guys who made Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 that we've played previously. Currently, Sinking City is sitting at a 71 on Metacritic and a 69, nice, on OpenCritic. The Sinking City is an adventure and investigation game set in an open world inspired by the universe of H.P. Lovecraft, a master of horror. Citation needed. The half-submerged city of Oakmont is gripped by supernatural forces. You're a private investigator and you have to uncover the truth of what has possessed the city and the minds of its inhabitants. So, critically, it's a 38% critics recommended on OpenCritic. This is not great. PC Gamer 66 out of 100, IGN 7.8 out of 10, Eurogamer no recommendation, Games Radar Plus 2.5 out of 5, Game Informer 7.5 out of 10, GameSpot 3 out of 10, wowzers, and Destructor 8.5 out of 10. So yeah, some of those reviews are really bad, and some of them were like, yeah, it's fine. So PC Gamer's Andy Kelly, an occasionally entertaining detective game blighted by poor writing, rote combat, and a dreary open world. IGN's John Borba, 7.8 out of 10. While occasionally frustrating, The Sinking City's compelling stories, exciting environments, and memorable characters make for one of the better Cthulhu lore games around. Where's that 3 out of 10? GameSpot, 3 out of 10. Callum Marsh, clumsy design, tedious storytelling, and often game-breaking technical limitations sap The Sinking City of any real terror or intrigue. Ouch. Alright, let's give me a good one. Well, give me like an okay one, I guess. Alright, the highest score is Destructoid, 8 out of 5, or 8.5 out of 10. 8 out of 5, that'd be pretty good. Overall, as much as I adore the story and atmosphere of The Sinking City, it definitely feels like a budget title at times. If you can get past the weak combat, harmless jank, and enjoy a solid detective experience that won't hold your hand and throw tough choices your way, you shouldn't pass up on it. Pass it up is what I would have said, but okay. Even more so if you're a fan of Lovecraft, because as the old ones were, the old ones are, and the old ones shall be, and that's a good enough reason for me. Right, so it sounds like they were probably a fan of Cthulhu stuff in general. Anyway. Hey, Banana, how's it getting on? How are you getting on? It looks like my chat still doesn't work properly, so that's good. So, the app right now. Why are you being so weird? Yeah, so right now I actually can't see your message, Banana. I can only see it in OBS. I can't see it in my phone, and I can't see it on the tablet. So that's good shit. That's some good software you've got there, Twitch. Really good. That's the best software anyone has ever seen. That's weird, it sure is. I'm gonna try and use the website instead. So I'm using the app at the moment. Can I see chat? Of course I get ads because I'm not logged in. Anyway. Anyway, that's an annoying one. I'll figure out a way for that ad to finish and we'll move on. Anyway, Sinking City. Let's jump into it. So, we do have some fun facts about this game. Mostly about this game's development. So, it's developed by Frogwares. Frogwares being a Ukrainian-based developer and was originally published by Big Ben Interactive. Big Ben Interactive, despite their name, are actually a French publisher. But the issue at the time was that they were publishing this game and selling it and so on against Frogwares contract deals and stuff like that. I'd have to go back into the actual issue that was there But as it transpired, Frogwares were not okay with it, and there was a big stink about it. Big Ben were eventually found to be in fault of the contract. They had to renege on it, and all the IP, publishing rights, and everything reverted back to Frogwares. I've watched The Sinking City before. It was interesting, but the game never went down in price. On physical copy to buy? On physical copy, yeah, that's fair. It is in the Steam Summer Sale right now, and it's like €6. So if you felt like it, you could grab it there, I suppose. But yeah, I don't think it ever went down in price. And the reason it never went down in price, as another fun fact, is because it's the PS4 version that got the boxed copy. Because Big Ben Interactive were able to pay for it, whereas Frogwares don't bother. Or they didn't see the need to do it for the PS5 version, which is specifically the one we're playing. So the PS5 version belongs to Frogwares entirely. Any money you spend on it goes directly to them. If you bought a boxed copy of it, or the PS4 version, your money went to Big Ben Interactive, and was then eventually used up in litigation and shit like that. The PC version is, again, entirely Frogwares. So if you buy it on PC, you'll get it there. PS5, Xbox Series versions belong to Frogwares. It's weird. It's a very weird setup. But that also means that this is an entirely new set of trophies for me to earn as well, because they don't share a SKU number for the same reason. Anyway, yes, so the boxed copy technically somewhat has a weird legal limbo, so nobody can really force a sale or anything like that on it. It will really be up to the retailer to do it themselves, which means they'll be taking a hit, and they're not going to do that, obviously. So, yeah. Anyway, right, difficulty. Investigation, I'm going to put at detective, I think. So, newcomer investigation. Evidence in your casebook will have an icon to indicate you can use it to advance the case. Evidence in your casebook will have no hint icons, leaving you to work out what actions to take next. You will receive literally no help whatsoever in your investigation. No prompts to visit the Mind Palace or casebook, and won't be notified when you've collected all key evidence. Okay, that might sound good, but all that's really going to happen here is that I'm just going to be like combing over the area to make sure I've collected everything. So to make this a smoother stream, we're going to stick with detective. And similarly for combat, I've played this game before. The combat is garbage. It's really bad. It's just enemies are very spongy, take forever to kill, and it's just not fun. So I will play this on easy. Monsters have less health, your character has higher resistance to insanity, and first aid kits restore you to full health. So yeah, that's what we're going with. Good thing I didn't get a physical copy then. Yeah, I want to support Frogwares. Yeah, I didn't know about the whole legal thing, and it didn't really come to light until the game was already out. So I actually have both copies of the game, the PS4 and the PS5 version. Okay, what else have we got? Titles are on. Leave that alone. Leave that alone. Okay. Frosty welcome. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. Turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment, and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, and come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes Vanderberg. Has the monies from the copies always gone to the other people? Up until the whole stink over the contract, Frogwares would typically partner with another publisher. It was usually Big Ben, but not always. And the way publishing stuff works is they will help you with marketing. They will help you with pressing CDs, if that's the way you want to go with it. They'll help you with PR and that kind of thing. And in return, they get a cut of the money. Sometimes they'll even help with development as well, so they'll pay you while development is ongoing. with the assumption being that once the game is being sold, they'll get a bigger cut of sales, and so on. And the deals are all different for everybody. Sometimes they'll even own the IP, which is what was the actual problem here. Problem with Sinking City was that Big Ben claimed they now owned the IP for the Sinking City and they could do whatever they want with it. Whereas Frogwares were like, no. No, our contract says you can do like publishing stuff and that's it. Ah, this is not where I parked my car. After this though, Frogwares basically said, right, fuck it, we're going fully independent. We're not going to partner with a publisher ever again. We're just going to publish our own stuff. Which I believe they did with Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 was the very first time they published their own game. That's good. That's a good trick. Chop. Delicious. That's a lot of shit I just picked up. Okay. Oh, really? Really? You called the ship Charon? Come on. Come on, guys. You're not helping yourselves. Just call the ship fucking Driftwood at that point.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Letter from J. Vanderberg. As you press over... Oh, okay, that's the name you read at the start. Have ourselves a Foley camera. Now I need to use the Foley camera. I don't remember how to do that. Now I do. Why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer. Dick.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Oakmont, Monolith National Park is waiting for you. Alright, all evidence is collected. Alright, that's what I wanted to see. Because otherwise I'd be like, hey, what else can I cut? I gotta check on other things, etc. Huh? Weird. Wow, what a lovely place I've arrived in. Captain, why are you strapped with dynamite?
Now get out!
Okay, see you later, I guess.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed.
Ah, hello, guy
What a
dressed
pleasure to
entirely
finally
in yellow.
meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg.
Hey, the guy from the
at
letter.
your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont.
How
Alas,
expensive do
now
you
is
think it is
not
for
its
him to get,
finest
like,
hour.
a unique
Though
yellow
it
suit?
is its most important.
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
I bet
Well,
he
I
is,
have a
alright.
particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
Mm-hmm.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated
That's
a
a
lot
hell of a
time
name.
and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Thank you.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes.
Why are you being so
Can you
helpful,
steer me towards the Devil's
Johannes?
Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper. Places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular. Its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia.
Oh, do you have a lot of members all the way out here
Like
in
moths
Oakmont?
drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Oh, don't
Don't
worry.
I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Probably when you don't want him to as well. Alright, here's the map. Grimhaven Bay. Where have we got? Coverside. So anyone who watched the Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 Let's Play, well, this is very familiar because the map is very, very similar. Excuse me. It's a very similar setup. Photo. Trophy plate with a strange fish. Looks very lifelike. Gross. Our casebook. We got hotel room key. We got a thing to do. Find Robert Throgmorton. Johannes Vanderberg said that I need to find a person in the Oakmont port by the name of Robert Throgmorton. Supposedly he can help me with my visions. And we have that same letter. And then this is how you play the game. I'm not going through all that. As he plays Sherlock Holmes, so we should remember how to play the game. I don't know, do you trust that sign? Clear water? I don't know. We got a guy in a white suit.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port.
That's
until
quite the
my son
face
is
you got
found,
there.
and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Right from
Private
Boston.
investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
Good thing, Donkey Kong.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
I'm attempting to ingratiate myself. The
Finding
local
people
elite,
is
so
kind
that
of
you'll
my
help me.
specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him.
So his
Albert's
kind?
disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
Internet suddenly very bad. Stream keeps stopping. Yeah, I think that's on your end, Banana. 'Cause I'm fine. Although it might be on Twitch sent because I don't actually have the chat anymore. One sec, Froggy. We'll get you in a minute. Everything's all good on my end. It's my side? Okay. Alright. Well, I can't help you with that.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dream.
Yes, let's.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of this
Help me with my joke. I don't know. Turn it off and on again. That's all I can do.
City since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Well, it sounds like maybe it's your ISP.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you
Besides,
got to
I'm
lose?
the main character.
Sounds like you could use
Froggy.
every man you can get.
Vera, you have a point, newcomer.
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything.
Yeah,
After
well, tell me
leaving
again,
on the
because I wasn't
expedition,
listening.
Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman
I was trying to help
supposedly
Banana
brought
with his
him to the
internet, and
house,
failing miserably.
and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend.
Yes, English
Vera
and
means
gibberish.
fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton,
Alright, Throggy.
it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Okay. Got some evidence. Not telling me things. Telling me things I already know. Alright, so there's a lifeboat around here somewhere. Perhaps it's here. Titania, Jesus. Does this also belong to Ocean Gate? This is the rowboat they took to get into the submersible to go to the Titanic.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
Albert Throgmorton's will. I hope someone finds this. My name is Albert Throgmorton. This is my will. I got that from the title, but okay. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below Oakmont. Got it. There's unreadable. Well, I mean, most things are unreadable at the depths of the ocean, but okay. We should have never done that. Everything should have remained in that cave. Professor Unreadable? I fear what will become of me. It's singing in my brain, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes. Yeah, cats are like that. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. In the end it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father. My father Unreadable. Professor... Do you think Professor and Father Unreadable are the same people? Anyway. He's here. This isn't really a will, Albert. But okay. And a diving helmet. That's fucked up.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Okay. Although it's interesting that this character has... He doesn't have a jump exactly, he has like a contextual jump. But, Sherlock Holmes doesn't. Sherlock Holmes can't jump at all, can't jump for shit. Okay. Documents, Albert's will, Mind Palace. Throgmorton incident, yeah, nothing. Got nothing out of that. Still the same, so leave that alone. Alright, let's have a chat with this guy.
I've said everything I know.
Well, say it again. I'm listening this time.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer.
Why not?
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Absolutely not. Hands in my pockets, do everything as stupid as possible. Can't stop me. Let's read a toggle flashlight. Done fucked up with these fish. Okay. This place must smell amazing. Alright. Now to commence the ritualistic rubbing our junk on everything. Until something pops up. Pity. Right. Well, nothing so far. There was a room back here, wasn't there? Okay. Stove. Dog. Dog bed.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
The way to do it. Some shit.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
A lot of books. This one is not particularly well cared for. I guess he doesn't care about that one. Okay. Hello?
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
You don't even know who I am. I could just be some randomer.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
You having a good time? He's trying to put on an imaginary hat, but keeps forgetting he doesn't have one.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I
Kinda.
already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye.
Chuck.
Mr. Throgmorton hired me
Chuck
to find
Reed.
his son.
Chuckles to my friend.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was add or starve.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he
Barry was
came back
outside on his
carrying
bullshit.
Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We at the guy in Lewis's room.
And then what happened?
Then he started to make these horrible sounds, and okay, my head began to burst, and he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton.
Alright.
Lucky rascal missed everything.
Where's
I have
Lewis?
no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
Who's this K
Who
person?
is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know.
You're the one who keeps fucking using its name. Shouldn't you be the one showing a bit of respect?
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul?
Yeah, sure.
Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Alright, Paul. So you had a lot of fun last night, huh?
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Why are we doing some weird fish eye stuff? Quit it with the fish eye stuff. It's weird.
5 cards short of a full house.
5 cards short? Okay, you might want to fold.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Mind's Eye, press down, activate. Got it. Can I Mind's Eye Paul? Does he have something to show me?
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
No. Okay, let's be in this room. Chorls? It's Chuckles. Chuckles to his friend. Yeah, he's a good voice actor. I don't recognize him though, so I wonder whose it is. This is a weird watch. Most watches tell the time. Mm-hmm. Some kind of Flemish. Right, that was weird. Right, retrocognition. Alright, so we did this in Sherlock Holmes, same deal. Like, they very much used this game to sort of map out what the new Sherlock Holmes games were going to be like.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
This game did come first, technically.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
Makumazan. Curse of the Were Jaguar. I should probably turn off my Mind's Eye before I go nuts. Alan Brody. The Modern Samson. Does Samson have a P in it? Isn't it like Samson? Gromer. And the Servants of the Spider God. Cool. These are all great stories to tell your kids.
So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
They look like fishmen. Bill the Fishman. Okay. Now we need to figure out what happened.
What's happening?
He's having a bit of an exorcist moment. Just give him a second.
Take this, ape face.
Ape face. He's about to Donkey Kong this guy. He's only ever played Mario games. This is how you deal with ape guys. Throw barrels at them. Right. Whoever that is has a gun.
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, run!
You're not one. Right, this is pretty straightforward. You're one. You're two.
Take
Three.
this, ape face.
Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Alright, and we can do some Mind Palace stuff, but we only have the key evidence, so I want all the evidence. Somebody really likes trains. Railway magazine. Wow, 2 trains daily. Incredible.
Choo choo. Ahem.
Some more shit. They don't need it. These guys clearly, you know, living destitute. Definitely don't need whatever I'm stealing from. Still haven't found all evidence. What am I missing?
My head. I still hear those voices.
I talk to him about anything.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let
That's-
alone tossing it open. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Alright, there it is. And now, to jump out the door. Nice. Okay. Let's go into our Mind Palace. Albert attacked the fisherman. It's gonna be Albert returned unstable, and then sudden psychotic outbreak. Albert spread hysteria around him. Albert Throgmorton spread some sort of psychic influence which made everyone nearby suffer hysteria. Yeah. That old chestnut. Lewis shot without warning. Albert fled when wounded. What? It's definitely Lewis, though. Okay. Throgmorton, Innsmouth defeat. Lewis shot him because he's an Innsmouther. Anti-Throgmorton sentiment. As an Innsmouther, Lewis and his people suffered at the hands of the Throgmortons. That could be a reason to hate them. Okay. And Albert attacked and then fled when he was wounded. No. Turned unstable. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous and posed a threat to Lewis Flynn and his fellow fishermen. And as the last one, I can track down Albert. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight at the house. I can track them using my supernatural senses. Oh well, la-di-da. Alright, follow the omens. You got this way? Alright. What about you? Where do you think I should go? What? Okay. Leg it this way. Alright. Alright, we're still going. Now what? Still trying to shoot.
So the fishermen pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Then where'd you go?
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Alright, now. This way. And in here. Thank you, weird things. Alright. I'm in. Continue to steal shit. Alright, let's go downstairs.
There's something in the pocket.
Just for you? Bloodstained note. Lewis, please, just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. No, you're what? No, we're not. I mean, we're getting there, but we're still... Anyway, I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the floods snooping about the port. But don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest, Peter. I don't know, Pete.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Oops. Stuff. Okay. Downstairs is where we need to go, so let's go upstairs. Let's not go upstairs. Upstairs it is. Hello? Creepy guys. More blood here. Probably way out. Padlocks. Shoot him. Can I break it? Oh well, that's less than useful, honestly. Oh, what the fuck? Die, please. Right, weird fucking hand thing. How we doing, Robbie?
One fatal round through the forehead.
I shot.
That's no accident. This was deliberate.
And then he hung him through the shoulders. Ah, gross. And then we got this whale that's fucked up. Another one of these things. So I hope is dead? Frozen, presumably? Wait, maybe I can take a picture of him. No? I'm gonna take a picture of it anyway. Kinda fucked up. What is this picture? Why is the fish so sexy? Why is the guy so sexy? I don't understand. Anyway. Alright, Mind Palace. Found the body of Albert Throgmorton in the basement of a warehouse not far from the fisherman's house. He was fatally shot in the head, impaled on hooks, and then hidden, as you do. Bar owner is indebted to Lewis. Lewis pursued Albert. Albert fled when wounded. Albert was murdered. Lewis pursued Albert. Lewis may be at the bar. Lewis, the Innsmouther that killed Albert Throgmorton, may be hiding at the bar in Oakmont Port. Okay. I'm surprised these don't go together, but alright. Apparently that doesn't go together. Lewis may have wanted Albert dead. Lewis may have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a Throgmorton rather than just drive him off. We don't know. We can't make a deduction just yet. Do anything with this?
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Okay. No mind's eye stuff. Aha! Not walking all the way back. Alright, we gotta find the pub. Feel the gentle touch of tentacles, everybody. Take a picture of that. Feel the gentle touch of tentacles. Uh-huh. That's what every Japanese artist says. Is an axe really what you would go for? I think he's had enough. And or you should probably not eat this fish. Just a heads up. Are the fish biting? Can't even talk to this guy, he's mute. Okay. Can I open any of these? No. Okay, how do I get to the pub? Charles is from Boston, right? That means he thinks he's Irish. He should be able to find a pub. Right, under the keel bar. Under the keel bar. What you doing? Being weird. Oh, okay, alright. He's had a few too many of it, I guess. I'm in. Alright. Who to talk to? I'm sure the barman knows.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I know. Drink, I guess?
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
No, you don't like Lewis.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Throg. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
Good man.
So, he's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man.
Huh?
There's your good deed for the day. I've seen some
freaky shit around.
Creatures
Give me a drink.
around, like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
Gross sea monsters.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun
If it
handy.
bleeds, we can kill
If
it.
you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here.
100% proof
Better to be a
alcohol.
coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
Fuck you.
Bye.
You know, if you guys don't have more newcomers, you're gonna become very incesty over, after a while. That's what you want, I guess. What are you doing? Madam, please stop.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future
I'll
holds.
tell you exactly what it holds.
You're
It
some
holds
kind
about
of,
7 streams of this game
fortune
before
teller?
it's done.
Yes, my dear. Yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
No, it doesn't. I played the game before. No, it doesn't.
Seems a little generic, don't you think?
I see many things, boy. And I will tell
Boy,
you them in
I'm at
detail
least 10 years older.
for a small fee.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
You bullet? A single bullet? I only have 2, and I still gotta pay my bill for the... Ah, fine, fuck it.
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus.
Here, look,
The
here's some
sea
ethanol.
Will be generous
Go get
in
fucked
the
up.
coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
It means don't eat the
see
fish.
old and
Don't eat the weird
new.
fish.
A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars circled by the dead. A race from one to the next as time itself laughs.
She is actually right, but we're not supposed to know that.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
You are welcome. I can't wait to see what you do.
Alright, let's go deal with Lewis. I got 1 bullet to put in his head. What a fabulous picture you have. Any more fabulous pictures? Oh my, legs. Hey, what's up?
What the? Get the... Oh.
You got it. I think there's still liquid in it. It is corked, though. That would explain why you haven't been able to empty the bottle. It's still corked. Oh no, it's not. It looked like it was. Okay, I don't know. We've somehow found an infinite bottle. What the get the... Oh! He's having a moment. This is the... You can only drink the beer here. Yes. 1500 to 1800 dead. Wow, that's quite a spread. Could you not have got a bit better numbers on that? Can't really read the rest of it. I can't see the rest of it. This doesn't have any music on it. Fuck was that noise? Hey. Alright, how's this chess game going? Is there only a white king? Is there a black king? Okay, no, there is a black king, but... he's a checkmate. The white king lost. Assuming there's a queen standing beside the king, and the queen can take the bishop, and then the king can't get away. Although the king could take the queen, then... Anyway, all the knights are gone. And the sky is grey.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Oh, you've got
Charles
something...
Reed, private investigator.
It's all over your face.
Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down.
You shot him,
I only want
and
to
then
speak
chased
for
after
now.
him.
But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
What about your face? You should probably do that.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will.
In our
Mary
house.
gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throg...
Charles really needs to sleep for like 5 years.
That ape, he was out cold.
I think the deal is his visions
Then
and
woke in an
dreams
instant and started
mean
screaming,
he doesn't
attacking
get a
us.
lot of sleep.
After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it.
Sure.
When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
Is yourself incredibly efficient?
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
This is not helping your case.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
Alright, what's happened to the... Okay, yeah. Why do you look like a fish?
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Fucked up.
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you?
Yep.
Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends?
I don't have any friends.
What's new?
I'll spit on you, though.
No,
if you want.
no, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
I meant a little offense.
Innsmouthers' bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
Doubt.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
You're going to prison. Weird fish guy. Hang on. Why do we have... Okay, so we have suggestive photograph / painting, and then manacles. What the fuck goes on in this room? Alright, let's mind Palison. Lewis was aware of his actions. Lewis was aware of what he was doing during the fight with Albert Throgmorton. Lewis was mentally affected and couldn't entirely control his actions. I don't know, Lewis. You shot him point blank in the head and then hung him through the shoulders from the hooks. I'm pretty sure you knew what you were doing. Lewis deliberately murdered Albert. Psychic influence or not, Lewis was out to murder Albert Throgmorton. He had a motive too, the mutual hatred between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. I must tell Robert Throgmorton the truth and bring the murderer to justice. Or... Lewis Lewis was under mental influence. Lewis killed Albert Throgmorton while under some sort of mental influence. He couldn't control his actions and thus can't be blamed for Albert's death. I could try and cover for him, or else Robert Throgmorton will have his head. No, because the other two guys would have also... Well, okay, not the second guy. The second guy was dead. But the guy who was still in the warehouse... No, the house... The other two guys would have gone after him as well if it was a hysteria thing, and they didn't. So, yeah, I'm inclined to think it's this one. I found Lewis Flynn, the Innsmouth fisherman that killed Albert Throgmorton, hiding at a local bar in the port. He admitted that he was at the crime scene, but can't remember how exactly he killed him. Claims that he was under mental influence. I can either reveal it or not. We're gonna reveal it. Plus we told the bartender we'd do it anyway, so... So much like Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, I don't think there's actually a right answer. It's just pick the one that feels right to you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something,
What? I don't have all day.
some unusual creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Good news? Bad news? Bad or good news?
I found your son in the basement.
Bad news. Or good news, found your son. Bad news.
I'm sorry.
Found your son.
He was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No.
Somebody shot Donkey Kong Jr.
I don't believe it.
Never be another
No.
Donkey Kong
I've
game.
tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
And just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family.
The dark side of Nintendo, yeah.
That scum won't be getting off easy.
I'll be getting a cease and desist thing from
city shall
Nintendo's
see what
lawyers any
happens
second.
when
Yeah.
you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served.
He doesn't sound terribly upset.
It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful.
Nintendo.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Gay to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but
I am the main character.
Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
Freaky dreams.
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
When he's saying, like, I commissioned a study and funded an expedition, does he just mean he sent some dude? I sent some guy on a boat somewhere. He hasn't come back.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
Yep, these are all problems.
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert The only one I could trust comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
Maybe?
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
The bottom of the sea,
Address
maybe?
the
It's probably a good place
expedition's
to go.
headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton.
How dare you speak
I
to
just
Donkey
meant the
Kong
more
like
I
that?
know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
Oh, mark it on your map. Alright, now. Talked about payment, and none of this bullets bullshit. I want money.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task.
Reimbursed.
You've earned some compensation for your work here.
Reimbursed means I'm gonna have to
I'll also
fucking
include a fair advance in
protect Donkey
bullets.
Kong. Okay.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Bullet bills. It's all starting to come together. You can go now, by the way.
I've said everything I know.
Okay. Okay. We're back to Lost at Sea. Or not. No. Wait. Robert Thornton gave me a key to the expedition's headquarters. It is in northern Coverside. No, Coverside. At the crossroads of Asher Road and Hubert Avenue. Right, where's that? Coverside. Grimhaven Bay, so not that. Coverside, and then... Fuck. Asher Road and Hubert Avenue. Here's Asher Road. Hubert Avenue. It's here. Pretty sure that's where it is. Hell is this guy? Okay, weird. Okay, so previously, before we solved that case, there were police stationed here, preventing anybody from leaving. So it's effectively like the tutorial / prologue case. Just do that, kind of teach you how the game works. Then you can go off into the map and do your thing. Okay. I'm okay. I'm fine. Just left my clone behind. It's alright. No! But it's Independence Day! Ah! Beans. Uh-oh. Nah! My hat! Source of all my powers. It covered my ball spot. Chomp. Fine. I'm totally fine. I don't think Charles is going to have some difficulty running, I think, in that wind. Robert Thormont funded an expedition to discover the origin of the mass hysteria gripping Oakmont. The expedition was to explore the seabed near Oakmont. Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Quack. The only one to survive was the duck. Albert Throgmorton was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered. It was hard to find any other expedition members, dead or alive. Throgmorton will be waiting for my report in his manor in southern Old Grove. I don't know why I can see that come up in the chat, but I can't see actual chat. It's very frustrating. Please for help. Dear Mr. Reed, I understand you're the private eye that caught the murder in the port. My life is in danger, and I cannot trust anyone in the city. Please come to my room, which is just opposite yours. I am in despair. My studies have drawn the attention of vile forces. They stalk me and will take me soon. I have cast my lot and I'm beyond saving. You're asking me to save you. Yeah, okay. But the 7 books must be saved at any cost. Even if I'm gone, find my notes there. This knowledge must not be lost, as it could be our kind's last hope for our kind. Please be the bearer of this light, for I have failed. Okay. Another case. Then... coin? All that we see or seem is just a dream within a dream. Snake Eater. Charles Reed. 21st of March, 1917? I don't know what the second date is.
Never again, they say. Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
Okay, we a Marine? My diary, dear diary. I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops, only remember the screams, the metal creaking, water filling the deck, and my headache, the worst I've ever had. Found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of a boat helped me survive and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half-mad, and babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The officials said none of what I thought I'd seen was real, but my memories are true. My strange powers gained after that ordeal prove it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and slithering, and it still haunts me. It's so sexy. I can't get it out of my head. Laudanum, oh dear. This is how we're getting to sleep. Soothes all ailments. Soothes all ailments. Jesus Christ. Add to any spirits or tonic.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
My. This. Hey, it's DLC shit. Okay. So, newcomer without the bag. Slick coat. We're on vacation. Who knows how that flashlight actually stays in his shirt pocket. Daytime stuff. Slick. It's pretty slick looking. Let's go without the backpack. Need no stinking backpack. Raids on Innsmouthers. The number of attacks on Innsmouth immigrants has increased. Raids are intensifying with more and more Innsmouthers exposed to abuse and assault. Sometimes whole families are found dead in their houses. Police are on the case, with several illegal Innsmouther businesses captured and their owners sent to jail. The city ought to have been cleansed. Cleaned? No. The city ought to have been cleaned of these fish-faced scum long ago. Cleaned, not cleansed. Okay. Said Robert Throgmorton, head of the Throgmorton Grand family. I regret only one thing. It all started too late. Had we not neglected our civic duties, my son Albert would still be here with us. So this is a direct result of the end of that case. If you had decided otherwise, a different thing would be here. Although, it should be stated that none of the results are good. You know, I do need to take a shit, but I am not taking a shit in that. I'm a vampire as well. Okay. Notes from Jay Vanderberg. Mr. Reed, it seems that you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please, take more care of yourself in the future. Be there for you every time, Johannes. Thanks, Johannes. Also, how did you carry me there? Because you're, you know, not exactly a muscular guy. I'm kind of big.
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
Who the fuck put this plaque up for me? I mean, it's appreciated, but... Well, this room is concerning. Book in the bank. Talking with locals is never easy, but this old chap was one of the queerest yet. He was happy to talk about the book, but only laughed when I proposed to buy it. I left it in the most guarded place of the city and paid enough to keep it there until the world ends, and if it is abandoned after the flood, even better. Ignorance is the best guardian. I'm guessing he meant the abandoned bank building in the Northern Advent, on Forefather Street between Helog Street and Windhalf Avenue. Alas, it would be too dangerous to go there by myself. Right? Home in the ruins. Local women were talking about a ruined house in central Coverside, near the radio tower on the crossing of Landing Avenue and Kingsport Street. They said the ghosts of the house owner and his family still read the unholy book they kept. Several newcomers who tried to settle in those ruins have gone mad. Okay. Nightmares. I boarded up the windows and locked the door. They are just men, the Yellow Kings gang. They can't get here now. Now there's only me and these nightmares. A little longer and I'll figure them out. The Yellow Kings gang, huh? Who do we know dresses all in yellow? Tome of the Mayor. The fishermen talk of a place near the Blackwood Manor on the southern part of Whisper Street, where meetings occur in the dead of night. The locals don't like this part of eastern Grimhaven Bay because they seem to fear those who gather near the half-built ships. They say a certain book is read at these meetings, a cursed tome that makes people so crave the sea's touch that they go and drown in the ocean. Wow, this book is so bad I'm going to drown myself right now. It's terrible. I'm reading somebody's autobiography and I'm gonna walk into the sea afterwards. The one reading the book stands on a cursed boat that sinks in the fog. Those who saw it touch the shore have either gone mad or disappeared. A bewitched tome. The local legends may be more than mere superstition. A dozen witches were hanged on a huge apple tree that still grows near the cider mill. Among these documents is a confession. One of the witches said the devil himself granted them a book with words of power. This book hides itself from mortal eyes, waiting for the witches to be reborn and return to claim it. The witch who wrote this confession lived in eastern Reed Heights, somewhere north of the intersection of Communion Road and Museum Avenue. Could the book still be hidden there? Perhaps. The Wheel Tome. I had a dream so real it still makes my hands shake. A huge Ferris wheel rose amidst the city. People got on and rode it higher and higher before jumping off at its peak. As the pile of corpses grew bigger, the crowd pushed me to the wheel. Then I saw a man with a leather bag. He was standing in the center of the wheel and reading from a book. His awful dirge was making the wheel rotate and dragging the crowd to their slaughter. Could this vision be real? I know there is a Ferris wheel at the park in western Old Grove near Century Avenue and Beacon Street, but where could the book be? Probably there, be my guess. The Hidden Book. Took a lot of effort to track down this book. After being stolen from the Throgmorton Museum, it was bought by a local surgeon who was found dead in his house after the flood. I snuck in and checked out his place, but in vain. Still, there is somewhere else the tome may be. The private hospital in Western Reed Heights where the surgeon worked has been abandoned. The archives say it is on Bourbon Road between Innsmouth Road and Oak Street. Okay. I think that was 7. Keep it down. Mr. Archer, I've seen you dragging things into your room. Mind the floors. I'll make you pay for any scratches you leave. Your landlord.
The door won't budge.
Not going in there, so. Although we might be going in there eventually, because it's the only one where we got a message to say. It's locked. Alright, that's down. That's further up. Nothing. Something. No. It's suspicious. Too many coincidences. So the lighthouse is out, several ships have gotten lost at sea, and some are now decorating the city's beaches. That's one thing. But now there's an enterprising fellow at the city port hiring salvagers to recover ships. He's turning a tidy profit from selling them. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look into it. Now, if only the city wasn't so impossible to navigate. Okay. Steal your shit. Are all the toilets terrible? Desperate need of taking a shit. Okay. Guess we come back here later and deal with that painting. Right? That was weird. Alright, I think this is the top floor.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you, though, mister. You want to stay on here? You stop making all that noise.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Sure.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really remember what happened, but I'll do my best.
Yeah? Well, next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other newcomers.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Aren't we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look?
You didn't say that.
Well, fine. Take what you wish.
Awesome. Okay, that was a lot. And it continues. Awesome. Take this tip. Note about the hobo signs. Darren, I think I'm finally starting to figure this out. Locals use signs to mark special places that you know already, kinda like the secret signs hobos use all over the country. What I learned is that the tradition dates back to times well before the flood. I've been able to find out the meaning of some of them. You've seen the crooked H-shaped sign on doors around town. That means the house is inhabited. The crosshatch grid sign marks hidden caches of useful items. The V-shaped sign is for barricaded, dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. Still haven't figured out the spiral-shaped sign, though. You'll have to investigate for yourself, and if you see a sign with a cross and 3 Ks, reach for your gun. 8. Fuck is that? Hey, Walter. Can I help you if I hear you're peddling your cheap, affordable living again? I could live with you renting out beast-ridden flop houses, but you're cutting into my profit. Don't make that mistake. I know you're on the fish market, and I have dangerous people living here that I can send after you. You've been warned. Vic. Walter's trying to set up his own Airbnb. Okay. Can I get past him? My dear Victor, how's Oakmont treating you? Should you require any support, the Blackwoods would be happy to help you. I've arranged for that. Regarding your question, I don't know where Robert went, sadly, only that he did not stay in Innsmouth. Perhaps there is hope he didn't perish in that cursed raid. Take good care of the hotel, please. Plenty of our relatives were interested in the property, but you're still my favorite nephew. I know the Devil's Reef is in good hands. Kind regards, Aunt Portia. Okay. Not a whole lot of alcohol in here. Or he's just keeping it all for himself. Okay. Alright, do I really want to read all of these fucking letters? Okay, so we read all them. So the letters from Oakmont are basically all side quests. The hotel owner allowed me to look through the weird notes he found in the rooms of disappeared newcomers. Among them, I found several pages from the diary of a man describing his life in Oakmont. He suffered from visions and marked the places where they happened. Was he trying to avoid them? Okay. Let me just find out where we are, and if there's any, like, in the area of the map where we are, we'll have a look at them. We haven't done anything with this, so 3 knowledge points we want to look into. So set traps. We don't even have any traps yet, so we can probably ignore that. Keep an extra bullet loaded, gaining a chance to deal double damage with the pistol. What? I fired 2 shots at once? That doesn't make sense. Then carry 7 more pistol rounds, or when close to death, slowly regenerate a limited amount of health for 1 last fighting chance. That's a weird one for it to be the start of. Okay. Smart packing. Carry up to 25 pieces of any crafting material or earn more experience and see. Yeah, okay. I mean, getting this now is obviously probably the best thing you can do. Gain even more experience. I mean, I feel like we just do this whole tree. Why wouldn't you? We know where we are now. Devil's Reef, fast travel. Steal somebody's mail. No. So fast travel points, I think, are all phone boxes. Okay, so we're in Coverside, and we want to go there. That's where the next quest is. What about these letters? So do any of these take place in Coverside? Salvation Harbor. This is Coverside. I went to the eastern streets. That's eastern. Everything in western. Reed Heights. Shells. Old Grove. Reed Heights. Advent. Reed Heights again. Northern Grimhaven Bay is pretty close. Coverside near the corner. Okay, so Coverside near the corner of Tanner Street and Old Church Road. Tanner Street and Old Church Road. Here's Old Church Road. So where's Tanner Street? Tanner Street, yeah, this one. Let's see if we can find that. Can I do it without going in the water? No. We're on some kind of pontoon situation. Alright, get in the water. I can't tell if this is dark humor or just mean, but the boat is the Cyclops 2. And the Cyclops is the ship that started Reed's whole situation. He's a bit mean. We won't be going much further this way. Right, so we can't go that way. We have to go around. fix that. Okay, we got the newspaper. The Oakmont Chronicle. Fast travel point somewhere. Viridian Ale! Keep yourself... Float? Float. Green beer, and it's not St. Patrick's Day. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Fast travel point somewhere. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. Let's just get this. Alright, so we got the fast travel. Let's move on. Okay. You guys don't. You can beat the shit out of him anyway. He didn't even keep this. Okay, we found an infested area, great. This is the spot. Old Church Road and Tanner Streets. There's Old Church Road. This is Tanner Street. So is it here? Here? Okay, hang on. Let me actually read the thing. Today I fell asleep on the street. I'm sure it's connected to my vision somehow because I felt the same nausea and headache as before they strike. It happened in Coverside near the corner of Tanner Street and Old Church Road. I felt dizzy and my mouth was full of bittersweet taste. Giggity. I saw a woman with kind eyes giving me a drink and whispering something. Immediately after that I fell asleep and spent nearly half the day lying in the dirt like a hobo. It's a miracle no one stole anything from me. Okay. Well, I'm here, so... Do I need to find an old woman to give me a drink? This guy's kinda fucked up. Cool tattoos, though. Why do you have a weird baby in your backpack? I don't... You know what? I don't want to know. It's fine. You do you. Nobody needs to know these things. That door. This door. It's creepy. It's pretty creepy, alright. Not sure what he's up to. I mean, yeah, fine, the infested area, but you don't... Ah! Fucking hell. Right. We don't really have the gear to deal with an infested area right now. The infested area is basically monsters. There's monsters in there. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. I'll have to come back to it later. So, let's go back to this. So, Northern Coverside, Crossroad of Asher Road and Hubert Avenue. Which I should have marked. Yeah, like we only have like a couple of bullets and, well, we do have a DLC gun. We don't really have the ammo for it. Fighting over that apple again. Every time. This guy wins every time. Just a game they play now. Nobody even wants the apple. Asher Road, Hubert Avenue, so we're here. got? Diving suit guy with a magnifying glass looking at something weird. I think this is us. In. It's expedition headquarters. Suit. Creepy statue. Fucking huge guy on a boat. Is the boat really small or is he enormous? Anyway. Somebody gave this the big boot. Maybe it was that guy on the boat. Look at the size of that shoe. It's bigger than my head.
Guess I don't need the key.
Very, very astute of you, Chuck. This is a weird looking map. Polynesia, apparently. Alright, say so. Alright, do you think it always looked like this, or did somebody come in here? Dangers of diving. Divers with the bends can suffer from numerous symptoms, including pain, impaired movement, nausea, vomiting, and disorientation, and eventually death. Acute symptoms can occur within 10 minutes of surfacing and include paralysis, numbness, blindness, deafness, dizziness, seizures, confusion, or words coming out all weird. That's a medical term. The paralysis and numbness can involve several different parts of the body at the same time. Neat.
Someone smashed it beyond repair.
Okay. The fuck is it?
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition?
Yeah.
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition?
Crow. Crow. Oh. Crow. Crow. What you doing, Crow? Hey! A secret room. Good job, Crow. Should I check upstairs first? I feel like I should check upstairs first. And maybe the rest of the room. That is. Okay, more diving gear. That same photograph. Okay. Do I want to know what's in this? I think it's just a bunch of eels. Still, it's pretty creepy. How to protect. According to our data, the places with paranormal activity have a strong, previously unidentified influence on the human mind. We have prepared a list of solutions, including meditative practices and a supply of sedatives, to prevent cases of madness among the expedition members. I highly recommend discarding all those charms, amulets, and religious symbols, which are of no use, and applying these scientifically valid methods of protection instead. HDO. Yes, scientifically valid meditation. That's gonna do it.
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
It's a pretty creepy looking rock. England. Wales. Fisherman reports. L. Sullivan and B. Morgan, those are the guys from the first case. Local fishermen report numerous large bubbles and an unbearable stench rising from the bottom of the sea. Bought a sample of a weird substance floating in the ocean from J. Harvey. He claims he found it among numerous dead and strangely deformed fish. The fish were taken for analysis. Several locals mention a rock that rose from the seabed, making the fog shine in different colors. The witnesses felt sick and dizzy for 2 or 3 days after the incident. LP Stern got severe burns after chiseling off a part of the rock in his basement. Samples taken for analysis. Eat.
These samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from.
Bottom of the sea. Try to keep up, Charles.
Map of Cape Cod. Looks like there was something here, but it's been erased.
H. Doe, anthropologist. The Oakmont University Department of Anthropology welcomes the newest addition to its ranks, Professor Harriet Doe. Her brilliant discoveries about the origin of Inuit tribes have added a new page to the history book of humanity. Now Professor Doe will embark on a new expedition to hopefully shed light on the source of the flood, and in doing so, shed light on what may yet be to come. Ocean. Okay, downstairs. The hell is that? Where's the rest of it? Okay, I'm sure nothing will possibly go wrong down here. Don't mind me. All my guns ready. You can tell this is the DLC gun. Look at it. Anyway. Call me Revolver. Okay. Partially burned cargo metals. The following must be Grimhaven Bay, no later than Friday. Mark 5 diving suits, 6. Air tanks and pumps, 4. Canned foods, 18 crates. Personal belongings, 6 crates with unreadable research equipment, 7 crates. Do not tip, maybe? Air pipes, 24. Phone station and wires, 1. Power generator, 1. Responsible for delivery, so basically. Right? I think we have enough to figure out what's going on. Still want to have a look around.
Guess this helmet's beyond repair.
Beyond repair? Really? Ow. Is that necessary? Where'd you come from? Don't mind, I was looking at these statues. Pubes. Alright. Let's head upstairs now. Into the vape cloud.
Grab the papers, smash the rest.
Who the fuck are you?
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
FBI, open up. Is there any upstairs? Don't see any.
I fatah me fe I regach I Dagon.
Dagon. That's the only part of that I recognized. Okay, so he's the one who put up the wall.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Time to figure this out.
Seems pretty straightforward. Came in here. FBI, open
We
up.
don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
Grab the papers, smash the rest.
And they smashed up the place. And they cast their spell.
I fatah me fe I regach I Dagon.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Several men broke into the expedition headquarters. What they didn't smash, they burned. The archives, even the newspapers.
Alright, key evidence. Did I get all evidence? I got all evidence. Alright. Okay, Mind Palace. Not a whole lot to go on here. Burn newspapers. The Expedition Archive is lost, but I still have clues to follow up on. They left the city on a freighter from Grimhaven Bay. There might be recent postings or ads about the freighter in the Oakmont Chronicle. Okay. So we need to go to the newspaper. Let's see if we can find them. Where's the newspaper? Over here. We can remove this now. Please go back there. So we'll see if the police station has fast travel points. Doesn't look like it. I think the fast travel point is between the police station and the newspaper, so just both serve the same one. Yeah, it's like in the middle. Just take a brick out of the bin, as you do. Okay.
The old papers are by the door. Take them and stop bothering me already.
Okay.
I think you've got me confused with someone else.
Aren't you a newcomer?
Yeah, but I'm not. I actually have somewhere to stay.
Yeah, I guess I am a newcomer. Charles Reed, private investigator. And I also need your old newspapers, the archive, to be exact.
Ah, so you're the one who cracked the Albert Throgmorton murder case.
Yeah.
Nice work. I'm Helen Bland.
Helen Bland.
Can you do me a favor? Give me an exclusive interview. You won't regret it. The Oakmont Chronicle is the best newspaper for miles around.
Is it the only newspaper
All right,
for miles
I'll,
around?
Be sure to make some time for you, Miss Bland.
Yeah, sure.
Do you still want that interview? I got some time now, if you're ready.
Oh, absolutely. We know that you're the private eye who solved the case, but tell our reader something more about yourself.
I got a huge dick.
I'm a private eye in Boston. The situation in the port was a good use of my skills.
Well, Detective Reed, I think you'll find our city has a lot of secrets, but people may not like you poking your nose in. Maybe we'll have the chance to work together later. Who knows? And now the big question. Why are you here? What brought you to Oakmont?
I'm doing that, what do they call it? Disaster tourism or something like that.
I've been investigating disappearances all around Massachusetts. The missing people all seem to have ended up here for some reason.
The mystery of the newcomers. And you want to know why they're here? Well, they aren't very forthcoming about it. And
maybe if you didn't keep treating them like shit.
Straight, to put it mildly. I think that's enough for now. I can't give the readers too much all at once. Thank you for your interview.
Fragile minds can't take it.
My pleasure. Maybe I'll do something interesting enough to make the papers again. You never know.
Yeah.
See you later.
Okay. What is this? Okay, I just randomly got a new case. Awesome. Like I don't have enough. Archives, it's fine. I played Sherlock Holmes. I know how these work. Okay, period. After the flood. People. Section. Advertisements. District. Rim Haven Bay. Nice. Ship freight advertisement. The 30-ton ship Titania is currently available for hire. Why do you guys keep calling your ships after these things? Anyway, it's cursed. You will find it fully equipped for transport, as well as the aiding of underwater ventures and exploration. This is a little on the nose. Okay, underwater ventures and exploration. For the price of 70 rifle bullets, or the equivalent thereof per week, or however much Titan submersible, was it 100k or something like that? Those interested are urged to contact Captain Jeremiah Sanders for contracting details. He can be found at Pier 3, Oakmont Port, Grimhaven Bay. Well, we know where we're going now, so... What was Fool's Gold? Whom it may concern, I heard someone has finally taken up my case. I'm glad Professional is working with me on this. I've heard people say I should get professional help. Hilarious. Now this time I have a plea for you. I am in danger. I have managed to procure one of the gold trinkets, which has made me the target of the fishmen. I am being watched and followed. Please send an armed escort. Oh, fuck you. I'm not doing an escort mission. So that I can be transported to the safety of the police department. My house is in South Advent, on Purity Road between St. Michael's Road and Powderhouse Street. Regards, Sims. Nope, not doing that. Well, I will, but just not on stream. What else is around here? Surprise. Upstairs. Clack, clack. Steal somebody's lunch. They were having gunpowder, I guess. Delicious and nutritious. Editor's office. Editor's taking a day off. For the best. I live... there. Documents. Random picture of a skull, okay. Maps. Shouldn't be walking around with the gun out. Oh my. And the clan. Stuff. The clan are here. Okay. Guy just has a friendly skull that he hangs out with. Enough. Weird shit going on in this place. Is there further upstairs? There is. The editor wasn't on the top floor. They have the print. The fuck did they get these up here? You would expect these to be on the bottom floor, really. In the basement. Makes so much noise. Alright, nothing here. Alright, shortcut. Aha. And shortcut. Shortcut! That's fine. I'm fine. Downstairs? No, downstairs. Alright. Okay, so we need to go to Grimhaven Bay. South. We can get on our boat. Boat can get off here, I guess. Best place for us to go. Go left here. here. This is where we're staying. Devil's Reef Hotel. And our boat will have magically teleported itself all the way over here. Don't ask questions. Or we just have two boats called the Cyclops 2, which I guess is possible. Alright. And we can go right, and then we're still going to be stuck. So we need to get to Grimhaven Bay. Here's Grimhaven Bay. So I need to get over here to this spot. Go there, turn right. Get on deep shore there, okay. Great. Look. Sick jump. 20 points. And we'll keep going and then take a rise. So as I recall, there isn't much point in ever going into an infested area unless the quest requires you to. You can if you want to get like supplies and what have you, but we're playing it on easy combat, so you never really have to bother. Yeah, we can get off here. So we're looking for Pier 3. The dead end. Everything is just squelch. It's gross. Right. Another fast travel point. So we're pretty much heading back to where we started the game. Okay, Pier 3 is pretty much right from us. Go. I'm sure you're fine. You're fine.
Thank Kay. At last. Hey, help. Help.
No.
What's going on?
Make me.
Sea creatures. Swarmed over the piers. I hid here, but these walls won't stand up to them. Please help me.
What creatures? What are you talking about?
Wild beasts.
What
They came
creatures?
to feast on the blood. They eaten the dead.
Delicious.
I'm looking for Captain Sanders. Is he here in the port? Did the creatures get him?
I saw Sanders.
Creatures.
Help me. I'll tell you what I know.
No, you won't. Just tell me what you know anyway. Combat. Now you want to tell me about combat. Gotcha. And Harbor has been cleared. I love easy mode. Can't carry anymore. How do I make more stuff? How do I... craft more ammo?
I've dealt with the creatures. Now, tell me about Sanders.
He got back several hours ago. Those things, they came because of him.
Great.
What happened on the Titania?
It was horrible. A damn massacre. I heard the shots. I went out. I saw the whole thing.
Cool.
The sailors
Wow.
bleeding, dying. Blood hit the water, and then, well, then the wild beasts came to feast.
I gotta find Sanders. Where is he?
Saw him get away.
Where's Bernie Sanders?
Just after the shooting. Ran for the pier. Didn't see where he went after that.
Did you see anyone else from the expedition?
No. Only Sanders. I'd bet my life no one else made it back.
Yeah, well, Throgmorton's kid made it back. Oh wait, can I pick this up now? Squiddy. He's just lying down. Don't worry about it. Just sleeping. Okay then. Nice.
They emptied every chamber. Still stinks of burnt powder.
You guys suck. I had to shoot him once and he died.
Shot dead. Point blank.
Okay. What the fuck?
The monsters sure didn't leave behind much.
Wow. Dual wielding axe.
Gotta be out of your head to do this to a man.
Oh, we're going a bit crazy. We're alright. Alright. I'm not sure that jump was really necessary, but okay.
They were in high spirits, and plenty of them were drinking.
We're not sure where the lifeboat is. The lifeboat from the ship is what Throgmorton's son came in on. Huh. Okay. I mean, it's pretty cool.
This would be a weird artifact in any collection.
Time charter contract. I, Captain Jeremiah Sanders, hereby agree to take on board my vessel, Titania, any persons designated by Robert Throgmorton and the cargo detailed in the attached manifest, as well as to provide them with any and all necessary assistance up to and including depth measurements, as well as diving support for underwater exploration and marine life observations. As aforementioned, services will take place in confidential locations in Cod Bay. Afterwards, the Titania will provide transport for all passengers to the Oakmont port. Compensation will be 70 bullets. It seems super cheap.
Cape Cod. There were marks here, but they've been erased.
Yeah. This is where he goes to beat off, I guess. Is the vape cloud? Oh, the vape cloud is up. That's why. Okay. Enter the vape cloud.
You can't take me! Eat this!
I think he can take you. That axe is absolutely gonna hit you. Any further up there? Doesn't look like it.
To the mare with you! Die! Die!
Okay, there's one axe. Where'd the second axe come from? Okay.
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum?
Why is the rum
Let's get a
gone?
handle on what actually happened here.
Alright, so they go nuts because no drink left. And
No more drink.
this starts a
All
big
we've
fight.
seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum?
To the mare with you! Die!
The
Die!
captain ran off. Shot that guy. Got hit with the axe. Dropped the gun, because the gun is still there.
You can't take me!
But he's gonna take a serious wound.
For whatever reason, the crew went berserk. Only one man got away.
The evidence. All evidence? Yeah. Okay. Mind Palace. Sanders has fled. Wounded sailor. Pretty sure he's the same guy. Wounded Sanders. The harbour master saw Captain Sanders leaving the pier. The only survivor of the fight on the third pier of Grimhaven Bay was a man badly wounded in the shoulder. Captain Sanders is the wounded man and is now seeking medical aid, so look for him in the hospital, I would imagine. Did these connect? No. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can find a hospital. Can I talk to this guy again?
The mayor's cursed these days.
No. I mean, I can talk to him, but he doesn't give me in. Okay. If I were a hospital... That's where I'd be. Hospital St. Mary. Okay, so we can fast travel from here back to the hotel, and then take the boat from the hotel up here, get off there. Okay. Okay, let's hop on our boat that has magically teleported over here. Probably question that. I'm sure there's some electric shenanigans going on with that. So we should be able to take the boat all the way to the end. kind of fucked. Just to walk out of his house straight into the water. Oh, that looks like it's blocked. Okay, we're going this way instead, so...
Get the truck out of here.
Talk to me like that. Okay, is there a fast travel point near the hospital? Think so. Let's go grab that first, and then we'll go in.
Find something you like. Cheaper than the best.
Okay.
What's your problem?
Get out of the way. That's my problem. You're my problem. Get out of the way. Hospital St. Mary, founded in 1862, designed by B.A. Kaplan. Every life matters.
Find something you like.
Patient or visitor? Hold on. Let Dr. Grant guess. A visitor.
You refer to
Though
yourself
you are a bit pale.
in the third person.
You don't have a headache, do you?
Right now.
The usual. Nothing to write home about.
Ah, a chronic headache sufferer. Fascinating. By coincidence, I was studying Helminth and their role in illness before the flood. Did you know that all of us are infected by Helminth? Your headaches could indicate that they have infested your brain.
Right.
That's news to me, Doc. Sounds serious.
May I suggest you become a subject in my experimental medical program?
Nope.
I think I'll pass, Doc. I played lab rat in an asylum in Boston. Can't say it did a damn thing for me.
Oh, what a pity. It seems as though your brain is already too damaged by the Helminth for rational thought.
I'm looking for a man. Just checked in. Cut up pretty bad.
I've got a trauma unit full of patients like that, sir.
How many of them have an axe in their shoulder?
Okay, this might ring a bell. My guy has a deep axe wound in his shoulder.
Sir, I really don't have time for rifling through paperwork, but you're welcome to take a look at our archives if it means that much to you.
Right?
It looks like hard work in these conditions. You need a hand?
Well, yes, actually, but it may result in close contact with the wiles. Is that going to be a problem?
I'm prepared to face men and beasts alike. Count me in.
Ah, I can see it in your eyes. Well, I have taken it upon myself to study the wild beasts, but need more data to confirm two of my hypotheses. One concerns the multi-handed creatures, and the other, the vomiting humanoids.
I'm sorry?
What have you found out about the multi-handed beasts?
One of my patients saw them in his nightmares before the flood. I can't visit him, but he must know something. Here's his address.
Vomiting humanoids, you say?
Those hideous wretches seem almost human.
Yep, those hideous wretches. We haven't encountered them yet, but
into
okay.
such a monstrosity.
Jim Bells, a patient of mine, was admitted to hospital with symptoms resembling cholera, but he turned into one of those things. Incredible. Here's the address. Find out what happened.
Bye.
Okay. Okay, so what are we looking for? Wounded Sanders. Subjects. Patients. Period. Yeah. No. Surgery, I guess? Grimhaven Bay wounded. Peter Crowley, M29 Oakmonter. Multiple burns and fragmentation wounds to chest and face as a result of explosion. Several surgeries, wound treatment, facial surgery, prognosis good. Bed rest recommended. Joseph Willow, M39, newcomer. Deep cut wound to left shoulder, broken collarbone, fractured scapula, wound stitched, fracture set and bandaged. No trace of infection evident. Prognosis good. Bed rest recommended. Neither of those are Sanders, but it's possible he wouldn't give them his real name. Guessing it's the second one. Deep cut to left shoulder. Whereas the other guy has burns and fragmentation wounds to his chest, so that's not him. It's our second guy. Joseph Willow. Floor 1 reception, basements, and patient wards. Joseph.
What happened to you, mister?
Pete. Explosion. Fishing with dynamite. Hurts talking.
I'm sorry. Well, get better soon. Bye.
Right, not you. You good? You take a shit?
Oh, my stomach. I ain't never eaten leeches ever again, no sir.
Why would you do that? Toilet town. Here, all the toilets are terrible. I'm just gonna be constipated by the end of this whole excursion, because I can't find a toilet to take a shit in. Right? 3, I guess? Nice. Yeah, that's him.
Yeesh. What happened to your shoulder?
Some psycho in a bar brawl. Gun came out, he clipped me good in the shoulder. Something I can help you with?
I'm just looking for someone. Captain Sanders.
Captain Sanders? Never heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Joseph Willow. You should probably look somewhere else.
That's funny. The records say you were admitted for an axe wound, just like a certain Captain Sanders got in the port massacre. Spill.
Oh, to the depths with it. Who sent you?
Me.
I'm asking the questions here, pal.
Me, I sent myself.
Yeah, well, first tell me who you are.
Charles Reed, Private Eye. Throgmorton wants to know what happened to his lost expedition.
So Throgmorton came looking at last. I knew someone like you would find me sooner or later.
Did you? Really?
I think it'd be an understatement to say your expedition met with disaster.
There are things that should never be found, Mr. Reed. I only wish I'd known that then. Maybe they'd still be alive. The scientists, my crew. None of them deserved what happened to them.
Did you know Albert Throgmorton made it to shore?
Albert survived? Is he here?
Not anymore.
No. He didn't make it. He's dead as the rest. Murdered in the port. But what about the others?
I don't know. My crew left them down there.
You left them underwater?
I ordered a rescue attempt, but they threatened mutiny.
You've got a good reason for leaving the expedition to die, right?
You weren't there. Day after day on that ship, it was a horror, Mr. Reed. We saw things. Not one of us dared
no,
sleep.
not things.
It was an expedition into cursed waters. Mark my words.
Tell me what happened on the last dive.
We had a system. The divers go down, then come up at a prearranged time. but not one surfaced that day. In the end, I sent a team to check. They returned with Albert, but all were half mad with fear.
I was on the Titania before I came here. It seems you were all hitting the bottle pretty hard. Why?
To stop them from rioting. To
Trying
save
to
them
get
from
them
despair.
shit-faced.
After those dives, anyone would turn to drink.
So, the diving did a number on your crew. But what happened in the port?
I don't know. They were calm until we docked, and then they lost it. And many good men lost their lives.
What were you looking for underwater?
The cause of all this. The stones, the flood, the monsters.
And?
The scientists found cracks on the seabed.
Oh, that's good.
They were working on some theory of how it connected to the madness.
That's
the
what you
ocean
definitely
floor
want to see.
splits open, and that means hysteria on land. Really?
Why not?
We spent days over the cracks. We heard things. Saw things looking back at us.
Mm-hmm.
Could you take me out to where the last dive took place?
I ain't going anywhere.
No. You can't follow them, Mr. Reed. It's suicide. Worse than suicide.
I'm a Navy diver, Captain. And with all due respect, I'm not afraid of boogeymen.
I don't care. I'm not taking you there. And besides, you'll never follow them without proper equipment.
He's got us there.
Where's the logbook from the Titania?
Well, I had it with me, but I was all out of it by the time I got here. I remember the surgery ward. When I came round, my things were gone.
Right?
You know where I can get a good diving suit?
My men got theirs from a local factory. If you're that bullheaded, I'll write down the address.
Not sure I want a factory-made diving suit. Kind of want like a. No, there's nowhere I'm gonna get a custom-made one, I suppose. Anyway.
Get better soon.
Alright, so let's head down to surgery and see if we can find the logbook. And maybe talk to the doctor here? We can't talk to the doctor. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna steal your shit, Doc. We don't need gunpowder anyway. Anything else? And toilet. That's a really good one. Toilet with a view. Choke it. And I'm stuck. No, not anymore. Okay. Right, into the basement. I'm sure there'll be nothing down here to attack me. Right, well, there's surgery. Horrible warehouse at the bottom of the hospital. Coffin, as you do. Ship's log, Titania. In accident place, crew complaining of noises and no sleep, fish behaving strangely. March 22nd, reached the something, crew reporting hallucinations. March 23rd, distributed rum. Hopefully it will distract them. 23rd again. Found an air pocket in the caverns near the Devil's Teeth, close to the city. Scientists discovered walls, ancient walls. Astra crates with tools. March 24th. Sent Tate and Myers down to investigate after surfacing deadline passed. March 24th. Again. Tate and Myers returned with only Albert Throgmorton, who is now completely unhinged. His madness disturbing and unsettling. Same day again. The crew dragged Albert to a lifeboat, tried to stop them, resulted in mutiny. Alright, they threw him overboard and went, you know what? Fuck you. Get out of here. All evidence collected. So I guess there's nothing in the surgery area. Just blood. You might want to clean that for the next guy. It's mysterious room. Purpose of that room is. Alright, all done. So we need to go and get a diving suit. And then the field research stuff is everything the doctor just gave us. Crazy crew. Are Albert saviors? Apparently not. Titania incident. The Titania crew went mad and started a massacre in the port as a result. They don't mean anything together. Okay. What a lovely place we found ourselves in. Okay, so the factory in western Grimhaven Bay on Seasmith Avenue between Levi Coffin Avenue and Deep Shore Road. Grimhaven Bay, Seasmith. Smith Avenue, Levi Coffin Avenue, and Deep Shore Road. So it's here somewhere. Between. So it's here. Something like that. We can take. Who might you be?
You. You're the man who handled the problems in the port. Seemed like a sharp sleuth. Want to make something on the side?
Are you the doctor I just talked to? Because you sure look like him.
You pay, I work. What's the job?
Ah, a fellow businessman. I'm Vincent, but you can call me Vince. First task is to find the ship's log for the Pride.
Charles Reed. A few questions, if I may.
Sure.
Why are you looking for a ship log?
Maybe I'll tell you when the job is done. Right now, you don't need to know.
In my line of work, you don't get far without appreciating the need for privacy. I understand. What can you tell me about the Pride? I'm gonna need somewhere to start.
Mostly rumors. The captain was an exemplary patriot.
Of?
Always had a flag with him.
Of?
His last shipment may have been chemicals in metal barrels.
It could be resting on the seabed 1,000 miles away. What makes you think it can be found?
I wouldn't waste my money on you unless I had hope. Local drunkards say they saw the barge on the sunken road near the fish market.
Good. I'll check the place and bring you the Pride's ship log if it's still there. See you later.
Okay. Give myself yet another quest. Case. Fresh fish. Fresh fish. 15 eyes. Don't worry about it. They're juicy. Okay, so it's here somewhere. Alright, well, there's a docking point, so I guess it's here. Okay, definitely not gonna get attacked in here. Definitely not gonna get attacked in here. Fucker. Fucker. Anyone else? My gun, anyway. Got the makings of a diving suit.
This wouldn't even hold air for a minute.
Alright, never mind. Me thinking we were in business. Well, we can't exactly go downstairs, so upstairs. Here's another one. What about this one?
I'm not trusting my life to a rusty suit.
Well, you might not have a choice, Chuckles. Right, there's one there. That doesn't look very rusty. Yep, just pick that up. It's fine. Shortcut. Okay, now we need to get to the boat, which is over there. I can remove you. Let's turn our ass around, Chuckles. It's like a cat, but there's like a weird thing in it. Oh, this thing is in the Sherlock Holmes game. It's in the Museum of Oddities or whatever. Well, that's where it came from. I think I mentioned that during Sherlock Holmes as well. Okay, get in there. I actually think I need to go back the other way on the boat. Alright, those things are pretty fucking weird. They're not attacking us, so we'll leave them to it. I think we need to go back this way so we can actually get into the port. Diving suit of the same type we use in the Navy. Old, but in a good state. I should be good down to about 100 meters in it. And we're heading off there. Let's find the pride. We'll do that. Try to do that later. Are we close now? Hang on. Where is this? Shells. No, that's miles away. Let's put this. Oh, I'm going back to this boat. Okay. He gone? No, he's still there. Looking right at it. Oh, here it is. lighthouse that's not working. Guess that's where we came from? Assume this is the Devil's Teeth. Nothing else? Alright. Here goes nothing. How did I get into all this gear by myself? That's not easy to get into. Oh, I can't see shit. Yup. Sure hope this is less than 100 feet. Ugh. Down.
The chemical lamps are nearly spent, but I reckon I can still follow them.
Okay. Diving. The harpoon stuns hostile creatures. Great. Flares light your way and can distract hostile creatures. If damaged, hold to slowly recover your diving suit's pressure. Sure, that's how it actually works, but okay, let's go with that. Where's my gun? Where's my gun? There's my gun.
This stone isn't natural. Could it be a statue?
Interestingly, we don't have a health bar now. We have like a pressure bar or something. Don't want to look at this? Okay. Section reminds me a little bit of Soma. That's not good. Find a random diving helmet without anybody in it. Okay, what the fuck is that? We're not that far underwater. I still have light. Okay, giant fucking squid. Alright, down we go, I guess. Boy. I don't know where my breathing cable is either. They've taken some amount of poetic license. What is that? Don't look directly at that thing. Okay, got it. Going a little insane. And harpoon gun. Do you want to say anything about it, or? Is there anything on it? No. Skellington. Bonesy. Okay, you can fuck off. Come back up. You good? He's good. Okay. Go into the light. That's what I was always told. Yep, got out of my diving suit too. Don't ask questions.
The scientists didn't even take their tools with them.
You having a good one? He's just cosplaying. He's fine.
Gods lean over us. Gods crawl in us. Gods who have marked me as their aphid.
Their aphid? Why would they want an aphid? Okay. I mean, this place is pretty cool. Neat. Well, our sure as shit aren't going back to the surface now.
The suits are all cut up.
They're dying down here. We cannot help you. Fishman?
A ritual knife and a cult sign. I think I better show Mr. Throgmorton.
Seen those before, and also you got a knife in the brain. Let's not talk about that bit, I guess. How you guys doing? You good? How you doing?
Sancta Mare, be our eyes. Eyes to see the distant stars.
It's a telescope. We have those.
Hark, he comes.
Hit me.
The sacred full-bellied bearer of splendor.
Yep, that's me.
Make me. I beg you.
You're not my type.
Bearer of what? Who are you talking to? What happened?
Our eyes. First, second, third. Opened by the aura. You see much, yet do not see the splendid shell of the white virgin here sleeping.
Cut the horse crap. Give me a straight answer.
Nonsense. But it is meaning that is meaningless. Open yourself. Walk. Listen. Pray.
Never.
Wake, you holy worm. Take his skin and skull for your home. Take my worship and grant your kindness. I pray you.
Not sure what you want from me. Alright, clearly something was here.
A perfectly preserved artifact. Was it the focus of their worship?
Oh, the vape cloud is back. Let's just see what's over here first. Hey, it's Cthulhu. It's your boy. And whatever's over there. Okay, he had some Mind Palace things. Lore. Prehistoric food. The temple discovered by the expedition was a place of worship for the weird creature. The statue and the prehistoric ruins look like they were made not by the hand of man. Save the survivors. I can't leave the survivors to die here, even if their madness may influence others. This was not their fault. Or abandon the survivors. I have to abandon the survivors. Their infectious madness is too dangerous to bring to the surface. They need the risks. Sure, we're all fucked anyway. It's Eldritch stuff. We're not going to be able to fix it. Madness on the Titania. The outbreak of madness on the Titania was caused by Albert's presence. The crew exiled him on the lifeboat to stop it. Albert was the source of this madness. Albert Throgmorton was the source of the madness that made the Titania crew kill one another. Hop into the vape cloud.
We enter the temple the moment they take the key seal. Get ready to cut up their diving suits.
Okay, they did it. It wasn't the scientists who cut up the suits.
Forget them! Get the seed and the seal now!
The seed? We harpooned him in the face. Ow, good shot.
Okay. What? It's shivering. This... No! Get away from me!
I think I'm starting to get the picture.
Okay, so which one happened first? So it sounds like they hadn't taken it yet when this one happened.
We enter the temple the moment they take the key seal. Get
So
ready
they
to
must
cut
have
up the
taken it here.
dinosaurs.
Okay. What? It's shivering. This... No! Get away from me!
And then they took her and the seal.
Forget them! Get the seed and the seal now!
The expedition found an artifact that drove them mad. Then, the Innsmouthers stole it and the professor in one go.
Okay. The Innsmouthers attack. The Innsmouthers ambushed the expedition on the seabed in the caverns they had discovered. They waited until Professor Doe took the artifact and then attacked. The attackers seized the professor and the object, leaving the remainder of the expedition to their fate. The Innsmouthers plot. The Innsmouthers knew the truth about this madness. They need the artifact, and Harriet, the one who took it. I have to save the expedition. I must tell Robert where the survivors are and start searching for Harriet. Or... it's too dangerous to save the survivors. The Innsmouthers or Harriet must have the answers about this madness. Like... the chances of them actually rescuing the expedition is extremely slim. Because they would need to get a bunch of diving suits down to them in the first place. I'm inclined to just fucking leave them there, honestly. I forget which one I picked last time. When my own playthrough. This one will be chaos, so let's go with that. Alright, well, we need to get out of here now. Nobody helped me put my suit on. I know how to do it all by myself. Gonna give myself the bends. I'm dead. Like, that's surfacing way too fast. Blah. Alright. Old Grove. Yeah, hey, maybe you shouldn't have done that. Maybe that was a terrible idea. What do you think? I think so. Dumbass. Oh, good. I'm at the bottom of the ocean again. In my pants. Oh, no, in my Navy uniform. I hope there isn't a big Cthulhu thing or something. Nope, just a small Cthulhu thing. Get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off! No, let it worm its way in. Doesn't seem like it was a very smart move. Cool, I got a weird thing wriggling about in my body. Normally I get dinner first. Fine. totally fine. Who got me back here? Did they leave a letter? They did not. Can't carry any more. Right, let's use it, so. How does one go about using... Oh, I'm at full health. Oh, new things. My diary, part 2. The doctors at the Boston Asylum were looking for a way to fix me. Proved to be a tall order. At first they'd ask me questions. I thought my story would be reported to the officials, but they were just making a list of things to fix. I feared water, so they swaddled me in drenched sheets. Thanks, dickheads. I told them about the things in the darkness, so they kept me in the dark rooms blindfolded. No progress until they brought the electrodes. They kept my thoughts jumbled. Only the words of the doctor held my mind together. He told me who I am and how to think. He gave me concoctions to keep me sane. It seems I'm getting used to it. Question is, for better or for worse? And we're still got this shit.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
6 fluid ounces. Right. Let's change clothes. Why not? Sure. Windy coat. That's quite the collar. Alright, let's go see Throggy. This guy gonna be pissed at us. Hey, what's up?
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Good. I kinda need people to watch me. Otherwise I won't grow on Twitch. Right. It's nighttime. We need to get to Old Town. Or Old Grove, rather. That way? Oh, there. Right. Through McMorton Manor. Okay, so where are we now? Here. Take the boat. Or take a fast travel to get to there, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so fast travel to that. Continue north. Okay, that's infected town, so this way. Oh, the guy's fighting over the apple again. Awesome. I throw it away. Yeah, he wins every time. That guy's great. And I'll keep going. Quite misty down here. All the better to disguise draw distance. Ah, they're doing this show everywhere. You guys need to get a new thing. Alright, is that? I think that's Throgmorton Manor, like right in front of us. Yeah. Have a dock. Oh, okay. He's really leaning into the whole ape thing. He's perfectly fine with it. Alright. Sure, why not? Hey yo, Throg. You good? Albert Throgmorton's obituary. In loving memory, Albert Throgmorton, son of respected Robert Throgmorton and descendant of a robust bloodline, died on Thursday at Oakmont Port, aged 25 years. We mourn his untimely death, but we celebrate the way he lived his life. The Throgmorton family appreciates the many comforting words and prayers sent by the citizens of Oakmont. Bet they do.
Yeah, the mortician has touched him up well.
Yeah, I can't even see the big fucking hole in his head. Hey, Robbie.
I've got news, Mr. Throgmorton. The expedition members are alive. They're on the seabed in the sunken ruins, some sort of ancient temple. They have enough air, but we need to hurry.
What happened? Why didn't the sailors help them?
The crew of the Titania mutinied against Sanders. The only man who escaped was your son. They put him on a lifeboat.
The mutineers will face justice.
That won't be
Throwing
necessary.
Albert to the whims of the sea, he will be avenged.
I'm afraid that's not all. The Innsmouthers took the expedition's discoveries and kidnapped the professor.
What? Those degenerates. How did that happen?
Innsmouthers knew about the ruins, or they wanted to kidnap Professor Joe. They knew about it.
The Innsmouthers. They knew about the temple. They waited there, hiding until the professor took what the Innsmouthers call the seal.
But how did they manage to catch my scientists off guard?
Scientists were a
It
bit
seems
insane.
that after the seal was taken from its place, everyone in the expedition suffered some kind of mental breakdown. The Innsmouthers must have known about that, waited for the right moment. Then they made off with Professor Doe and the artifact.
Drock. The Innsmouthers. Do you have proof they were involved?
Yes.
One of the attackers was killed by a member of the expedition. I have a photo.
My expedition failed. My boy was killed. This is more than personal, Mr. Reed. This is a threat to everyone.
They have Harriet and the artifact she found, but she may still be alive.
That's why I hesitate to wipe their fish-faced kin from Oakmont this instant. But we won't sit idle. Find them, Mr. Reed. Not the grunts, but their leaders. Infiltrate their ranks if need be.
It's gonna be a
Bring
little
me
difficult.
my professor back.
I don't have a fish face.
I'm looking into the madness, not politics and power games.
And your best source of information is currently in the slimy hands of those Innsmouthers. Professor Doe shared the visions. She found something inside those ruins, and now they have her. She knows something crucial, I'm certain. There's also a more delicate matter I wanted to discuss with you, Mr. Reed.
I can be delicate when it matters, so shoot.
I have a colleague, you might say.
Colleague,
His
huh?
name is Herbert Glover. Like myself, he is a collector of fine art.
I'm a detective, Mr. Throgmorton, not a burglar.
I don't care for your insinuation, Mr. Reed. I would never be so crass as to hire a thief. I had a meeting arranged with Herbert. One of great importance, shall we say. One at which he failed to appear. I want you to find out why.
That sounds simple enough. Okay, I'll do it.
Very good, Mr. Reed. There is one final detail. This case must remain secret, and you must not reveal to anyone for whom you are working.
Discretion is my watchword.
Indeed. Here is Herbert's address and an advance for your investigation. You'll find it's fair.
An advance of bullets, thanks.
Have a
Shit.
good day.
Bullets I probably can't. Oh, a grenade. Alright, no, that's not too bad. Can't carry any more of whatever it was, though. Oh well. Guess I'm just throwing my money on the floor. Right. Who's this? Are you a mummy? Perhaps? Hey, Throggy, I'm gonna go raid your underpants drawer, okay? There's a lot of shit on his walls. Pubes. Throggy, you don't have anything for me to steal. I'm very disappointed.
The door won't budge.
I smell. Looks like we can get into that room, just not yet. Oh, fast travel. Let's unlock that first. Ding. Ilgrove South. Right. There we are. Squid Pro Row. Robert Throgmorton wants me to find Professor Harriet Doe. To do this, I must investigate and discover who attacked the expedition and kidnapped her. Morton's expedition was attacked in the depths beneath Oakmont. Professor Harriet Doe, expedition's leader, was captured. The others were all left to die. The attackers all had distinctly fish-like features. Innsmouth syndrome, as the locals call it. One of the assailants was killed in the fight. He carried a dagger and a peculiar golden amulet which resembled a fisheye. This can't be the only attack they have carried out. There must be evidence of more such crimes throughout the city. Alright, so we're headed to either the police station or a newspaper. Probably the police station. And this is his delicate matter. Howard Morton asked me to find out what happened with his boyfriend. Herbert Glover lives on Goldbridge Road. Oh, we're here already. Central Old Grove. His house is situated between Windhalf and Century Avenue. Goldbridge Road, between Windhalf and Century. Goldbridge Road, Century, Windhalf. Alright, so he's here somewhere. Alright, we're here. We might as well check in on him. Gotten any skills lately? What other lore do I have? Oh, my diary. Right. Okay. Let's go back to these. Gained 50% chance to double quest reward. Quest reward seems to just be bullets, which is kind of useless. Remain sane for longer. Remain sane for much longer. Collect more. Carry more shit. That seems decent, actually. Carry more stuff. 50% chance to save materials. 50% chance to save materials with explosives. I'm close to death, or carry more pistol ammo. Your vitality increases. Melee damage. Falling from heights deals half damage. And eating eels deal half the damage to you. That's so specific. An extra bullet. Higher proficiency with battle rifle. We haven't unlocked the battle rifle. Revolver reloads faster. Shoddy reloads faster. Machine gun accuracy is better. Don't think I ever used traps at all. I'm gonna go with this because I want to eventually get into the health. Street. Alright, which one is he in? Probably not that one. Which one to guess? Collector of Fine Arts. What house screams Collector of Fine Arts? Fine Arts? If he was on the corner, they would have said he was on the corner, so he's not on the corner. Well, let's see what houses we can actually get into. It's this one. It's Herbert Glover's manor, not mansion. Where you at, Herb? Oops. Hello? Okay, weird. Letter to Mr. Throgmorton. It is with the deepest regret that I must inform you that the price for the piece you have requested has changed once again. The demand for it has increased, and now it is triple that which we agreed earlier. Wow. I know this is the second time that I've raised the price, but the extreme circumstances of the flood make each piece almost invaluable to me as I cannot replenish my collection. Okay. Francis Throgmorton is now single.
Why keep a 40-year-old newspaper article?
Francis Throgmorton, the city's darling scholar and adventurer, is once again an eligible bachelor. Okay. You have a thing for him? This one's missing its head.
The door won't budge.
Damn it. Okay. Hello? We got a friend upstairs. Never mind, we got a friend downstairs. He's about to vom on me. Disgusting. Disgusting. Get everything from there.
The door won't budge.
I think that's just the back door anyway. Okay, Herb, where you at? Hey, there he is. Herb lounging around as usual, huh?
Eyes still wide open. Guess he didn't see the killing blow coming.
You never see it coming. There's the gun. Why do you have a gun then, if he didn't see it coming? Stuff. Stuff. Penis? Penis.
What's that?
That's what they were looking for, and it's gone.
Looks like they're short a full set. One of the mirrors was taken.
Crowbar to get it off the wall. Scully.
I'll find out why the old ape wants you so bad.
Okay.
Only slight scratches around the keyhole. Whoever broke in knew how to pick a lock.
Do I know? Do I know how to pick a lock? Oh, it's already been opened. Seems a bit dangerous to have the bear skin that close to an open fireplace. Nice. Let's go downstairs. So whoever broke in took the mirror and whatever was in the safe. What is that? Okay, weird looking. Weird enough that I need to go look at it. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. Okay. Not gonna pass any judgment on it. Okay, there's the head. Broke into this safe too. Didn't take the money for whatever reason. So I can only hold a full clip of that. Nice. Let's put the head on this. Ah. Ah, really? That's all that was in it? I can't carry any more of it anyway. Great. Great stuff. What am I missing?
The door won't budge.
Hang on, did I miss something down here? The only thing that was down here was the head, right? Mm-hmm. Right, there must be something upstairs.
Eyes still wide open. Guess he didn't see the killing blow coming. Looks like they're short a full set. One of the mirrors was taken. Huh. That's a lot of warning shots.
Alright, that's what I missed.
Yeah. You like what you see, buddy?
Alright, into the vape cloud. Okay. Well, here's where you died.
Squint, run! Oh, okay. I've killed him.
Carrying something? That's him, and then he stabbed him. Why do they have to be Irish?
Easiest gig in this district. You grab the mirror. I'm gonna go see what other loot we can take from Mr. Moneybags here.
Who are you? What in K's name are you doing in my house?
Okay.
It's terrible
Let's see what we have here.
Right, this first.
Easiest gig in this district. You grab...
Who are you? What in K's name are you doing in my house?
Squint, run! Oh, okay. I've killed him.
Two men broke in to steal a mirror. One of them, Squint, cracked the safe, but Glover discovered him and shot him. Second one killed Glover.
Okay, I guess we go back and tell Throggy about that. Or not. Two men broke into Herbert Glover's house. One of the men, experienced thief, proceeded to crack a safe, alerted the owner and got a bullet. Second burglar killed the owner with a knife. Squint mentioned that this is not his first robbery in the district of Old Grove. Right, so we're again gonna head to the police station to check on that. And I think the main quest requires us to go to the police station as well. Get rid of you. Don't need you anymore. trying to see if I had a run button. I don't appear to. What am I even hitting him with? I have an axe? Ask them a question? Alright, let's travel over to the police station. Robert Throgmorton wants me to find Professor Harriet Doe. To do this, I must investigate and discover who attacked. Yada, right. So we can do both of these here. Dum-de-dum. What's up?
Hello, officer.
Well, look who finally decided to show up. If it ain't Charles Reed, the genius that cracked the case of Albert Throgmorton. Captain Caleb Lyons at your service. What can we simpletons do to assist you, Mr. Holmes?
Do you and I have a problem, officer?
No. Aside from making everyone in the Oakmont Police Department look like idiots, let me be frank,
You
newcomer.
guys did that all by yourselves.
You ain't welcome. You slip up, don't cross a T or dot an I, and I'll treat you like every other criminal here.
Okay. Well, can I use the police archive in the meantime?
You can, but only because of Mr. Throgmorton's patronage. And heed me well, you're on mighty thin ice, and I'll be under it when it breaks.
So you're drowning right now? What you're saying? Drowning. Without my help. Got it. Alright. If I were archives, where would I be? Okay, crimes. Property crimes, subjects, suspects, district. Alright, name, Philip O'Connell, alias Squint, male, 46, unknown residence, crimes, numerous burglaries in Old Grove, breaking and entering, tax evasion. Possible associate, Sidney Stokes, male, 21. Oakmont, Salvation Harbor, west of the intersection of Moorland Road and Salvation Road. Right. Jaywalking, lollygagging, jury duty dodging. He's just lazy. Well, we got that, and then we need to find... Oh yeah, you need to change the case. I forget that sometimes. Fate of the expedition. So, violent crimes. Suspects. Instruments. Police report 19044. 0451. Nice. At about 10:30 p.m., April 15th, at the Fish Market, Eastern Shells, corner of Orchard Avenue and Holy Fire Lane, I apprehended a suspicious-looking Innsmouther as he was stalking a young woman. The suspect had in his possession a peculiar golden amulet, which resembled a fish eye, seized, as well as a dagger, seized. The suspect resisted arrest. When I tried to cuff him, he cried for help, screaming for his brothers from EOD. Several other armed Innsmouthers appeared from the Fish Market. I was forced to release said Innsmouther and retreat. The suspect got away. The case is pending further investigation. Lieutenant Phelps! Good stuff as well. Got L.A. Noire and a Deus Ex reference. Okay, well, we know both of those now. So we can go look for that. I'm inclined to finish this one. We'll finish this one in this stream, and we'll pick up afterwards for the next stream. So, where is Squint? We don't know where Squint is, but we do know where his associates are going to be. So northern Salvation Harbor, west of the intersection of Moorland Road and Salvation Road. Salvation Harbor. Moorland Road. Salvation Road? Is that the other one? No, it's Abolition Street. Nice. Why am I so bad at remembering these? No, Moorland Road and Salvation Road. That puts it west of the intersection of Moorland Road and Salvation Road. West of the intersection, so here. Okay, we can fast travel to the hotel and then take Moorland Road all the way down. This left. Take this left and then not the next right, the right after. Look at these guys. We on the right one? We're on the right one, okay. So we're just going to take this all the way to the end and then we can get off the boat. Wait, there's a branch here. I'm gonna stick to the... America! It is Independence Day. So if money became, like, useless after the flood, or lost its whatever, and everyone decided to go with bullets instead, which is a weird one to fall back on, but it is very American, I suppose. Why does Throgmorton have so many bullets? This is extremely dangerous. Okay, it's fine. I made it. I don't know how he manages to maintain or retain his lifestyle. Or his wealth, what have you. He must have lost a lot of it. Alright, here we are. So, here's the intersection, and they're west of this intersection. They're here somewhere. Be the one that has the blinking light. It's enough that they needed to load me. Oh no. Well, they may have still loaded me in. Oh, God damn it. Fucker. Where's your friend? Come here. Come here, you little shit. Damn it. Back up. Letter from the morgue. Mr. Stokes, the price for a separate burial for your mother, Martha Stokes, is 30 bullets. The morgue cannot give you a discount. There are more requests for burials than we have resources or manpower to satisfy. You must make the payment in 2 weeks, or we will have to inter your mother in a mass grave. Okay, can I... Let's see. Mummy.
Rest in peace.
Rip. Thank you.
I'm happy to say I've never been hungry enough to consider eating whatever this is.
Delicious. Delicious cat prawn thing. Okay, do we have an upstairs? Oh dear. Squint.
Looks like Squint was having a bad day. Survived getting shot just to be stabbed to death. But who did it?
At long last, I'll fix what that old ape lover Francis did to you.
Rose. Rose.
Hark! Get away from the...
Get away from me!
Thank the gods, I thought you were another monster.
What up, Sid?
Sydney Stokes, I presume.
Aye, that's right. Do I know you?
Don't think so. I'm here about Herbert Glover. I believe you know him. Or, should I say, knew him.
Okay.
Nice trick with the wall. How'd you manage it?
It wasn't me. She put the wall there with some kind of hocus pocus.
Hocus pocus.
You said she put the wall here. Who is she?
Mummy?
She's our employer. I don't know her name or anything. She promised us a good payout for a simple job. And I fell for it like a chump.
What did she hire you to do?
The job seemed simple enough. Go to the collector's house, grab some fancy mirror, and then hoof it out of there.
So where's this fancy mirror now?
She took it. When me and Phil met her with the goods, they got into a big blowout and she shivved him. Okay, what am I to do now? Phil was the idea guy, I'm just a sap.
Come on, paint me a picture. What did this woman look like?
She was tall and thin, very thin, just skin and bones. Mean like a rattlesnake. That's all I can remember. I didn't look too close at her.
Were you hired to kill the collector, too? Or was that just for laughs?
I swear to Kay, it wasn't part of the plan. It was an accident. The guy started shooting at us, and I...
The guy started blasting.
You panicked.
What else could I do?
Really? That's your excuse?
Oh, please, as Kay is my witness, I didn't mean to kill anyone. I'll give you everything. I have. Just let me walk.
Well, you've had quite a night. Break-in, theft, and manslaughter. I'm gonna have to report this.
Please, I'll get the char for this.
You should have thought of that before you killed a man.
Expecting him to attack me. What about all this other shit you've stolen?
killed him. What have I done? What in the world have I done?
Now we have all the evidence. Still gonna look around though. Dum-de-dum. More things to steal. Or not. Okay. What's left then? I should return to Throggy. That's what I'm being told. Let's do that. Can remove this. Damn it. Alright, Throgs. Figured it out. Where are you? Here. You think this old woman is?
I've looked into your delicate matter.
Excellent. Don't spare me any details.
Glover's dead. He was killed by a man named Sidney Stokes, who happened to be robbing his place. And he wasn't working alone. He had a partner, Phil O'Connell. Didn't end up much better. All over some kind of mirror, apparently.
Truck. Where is the mirror now?
Their employer has it. Some mystery woman. I didn't get her name, but she obviously wasn't fooling around.
I see. So, my enigmatic competitor has finally shown her hand. And the thieves are both dead, you say?
Sidney Stokes managed to make it out in one piece. Now, if I had to guess, he's probably holed up at his home. Want the address?
I would welcome it. I'll take pleasure in, educating him on some, shall we say, essential truths.
Told me. What's that?
All right. I've held up my end of the bargain. Now, it's your turn.
Of course, Mr. Reed. Here's your payment. Now that you know everything, would you accept the second part of the job?
Let me guess. You want me to track down the mirror?
Yes. And the one who so rudely snatched it from my grasp.
I'm on it. Only got one lead, though. Our culprit had a bone to pick with someone named Francis. Mean anything to you?
Daddy.
Ah, yes. That is without doubt my father, Francis Throgmorton. May rest his soul.
What's he got to do with this?
I found mention of the mirror in his records. That's what led me to take interest.
Your father was a prominent man. I'm sure he had enemies. Anyone come to mind?
None who would outlive him.
You mentioned your father left records. Mind if I take a gander at them?
The prospect of you rifling through my father's possessions does not fill me with joy, Mr.
There will be no rifling.
But if that's what you need, so be it. Take this key.
Okay, I've gotten some shotgun ammo. Even though I do not have a shotgun. Feel like I should have a shotgun by now. Anyway. We're gonna call it here for today. There's one save. There's no save. Guess it's auto-saved. Sure hope it's saved. Can I do it in settings? No. Game will be auto-saved. Crap. Creepy. Alright, anyway. That is it for me for today. Thanks to Cutie Banana for dropping in. I know they were having internet problems. That's why they disappeared. I still don't know what's going on with chat. I have it open on several different devices now, and the only one that gets timely updates is OBS. So I don't know what's going on there. Anyway. Tomorrow we'll be playing Diablo, continuing on from the Catacombs, which is where we got to last time. Thursday, Final Fantasy 16, continuing on from there. I won't say where we are because the game is still quite new. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. Friday, it's possible I'll be playing D&D, in which case there'll be no stream. Otherwise, if there is a stream, we might see if we can move Shredder's Revenge with Melwen to Friday, since she won't be around on Saturday. And that is the plan. Anyway, if you want to catch up on, say, Sherlock Holmes, you can join the YouTube channel, youtube.com/DoomTrain5, and you can catch up on all the archives, what have you there. And if you want to just chat or hang out and discuss video games and all that, you can do that over on the Discord channel. That is in chat right now and is on the screen. I guess you can see us. I don't know. Copy it out really fast if you're watching the VOD, I guess. Or just go to the Twitch channel and type !Discord into the chat. Even if I'm not live, it will still work. Okay, I am gonna head off. Have a good rest of your evening. And I will see you tomorrow for Diablo. Bye-bye.